Jeez, you gonna hurt me?
If this is what originally came out, I'd be like, I'm not getting that
So today, you're not reacting to a video. Instead, you'll be reacting to this.
Oh! Oh my gosh, I haven't seen these since like elementary school.
Oh boy.
I've never seen one of these before.
Whoa! Look at this cool thing. You could see through it. That's so cool.
This is like a magical, like, time traveler type moment.
An iMac. Okay. My uncle actually, he used to have one of these in his basement.
This is old, right? Like, this is like the first, like, Apple computer.
Macs, they're usually white. I've never seen red with a Mac. It stands out.
Must have been in elementary school when these were like just came out. They're very bubbly. They're very, 2000s.
So this is the iMac G3, first sold by Apple in 1998, making this year its 20th anniversary.
Okay, cool. It's damn, the year I was born, this thing's almost as old as I am.
I wasn't even thought of when this came out. That was 2 years before I was born, so this is older than me.
That's crazy how much has happened in 20 years.
A lot of the initial excitement for the release of this iMac was the simplicity of the machine compared to PC. It didn't look anything like other desktop PCs at the time. So before we have you turn it on, what do you think of the design?
Oh, whoa, I didn't even see that. That's actually really cool.
It is really cool to me, like, seeing how it works, like, on the inside.
I feel like that would, like, freak people out, though, because you can, like, see every part in your computer. It's got the little emblem. Oh, my God. Wow. I don't even think Mac has CD holders anymore in the laptops. Like, I have to illegally, I have to watch movies on Netflix.
I know it was like easier to transport, so like I know that was like a big plus for everybody. So, and it's also colorful.
It looks ugly as hell, but I'm assuming at the time it must have been the coolest thing ever. I mean, look at this mouse. Look at these little speakers here. They're so cute. And then it's got like, a disk drive on the front, so it's got everything you need.
Okay, so now go ahead and turn on the computer. It's on the screen. That's where you put the headphones.
What the heck?
I'm gonna let you figure that out. There you go. Oh, no, you were almost there. That's the disc tray.
Oh! It was like blending in with the bottom.
The speakers are worn out.
Let's see. Actual buttons. Oh.
Jeez, you gonna hurt me?
See, I'm not completely. The speakers are a little old.
I love how it's still the same sound, though. Like, bing.
Ooh, I love listening to this. It's great. How nostalgic.
The aspect ratio on here is bothering me a little.
Oh, look at the little smiley face. Oh, oh my gosh. Finder. This is so weird.
I love the color. It's like all synced red. Takes a little bit though.
Takes a long time.
Oh, it's got like puzzle pieces. It looks like I'm gonna do coding on here.
It's very simple. With the taskbar at the bottom.
So this is running Mac OS 9, which at the time was promoted by Apple as the best internet operating system ever due to its search capabilities, its integration with Apple's online services known as iTools, and improved open transport networking.
Wow.
Oh yeah, high speed internet right here.
Does the desktop look familiar to you at all?
The only thing that looks familiar is QuickTime.
QuickTime player, you wanna watch some movies?
This kind of looks similar, but like definitely not down there. It's so like basic.
This little control panel at the bottom though is kind of a little different. It's more of that little bubbly effect.
The logo for the Finder is the same. It feels very dated. It's like, I'm sure this was like the modern type on these kinds of machines at the time.
It's funny how much of a bigger deal email was then. It's still big, but I feel like it's more of a business and school thing. No, I don't know anyone who still sends emails to their friends.
It just looks very basic and like very flat. Like now, all of the little icons are like their own kind of thing and they're pretty. But I like how the apple in the left corner is colored.
Now go ahead and open up the Entitled drive on the right corner.
Okay. Oh, whoa. This mouse is so weird.
This mouse is so weird. It's round. And usually you click like that, but no, you have to gotta have old grandma claws.
Very slow. I feel like super lethargic. Like, ugh, the drag time is so slow.
Oh my God. Oh, you gotta really move this thing.
I just noticed. How do you can't scroll? This doesn't have the little scrolling thing. I just noticed that.
Ooh, yes, I remember this now. It's a rough look, man. I'm really glad, like, graphic designing became a big thing.
Oh, it doesn't move around with you like the new ones do. Oh. That is so cool. Like, you're able to see where you're gonna move it. Honestly, they need to do that on the computers now.
Is this the X button up here, like to get out of the folder?
Try it out.
That's so weird.
There's not really a back button. I think you just have to like close out and just go back, I guess. Like you can't really save what you have unless you just click back at that.
There's like 3 squares to choose from. You're like, do I minimize it, make it smaller, or just X it out?
I like this style better than how it is now. Did people ever have fun with these, like, and make little designs with them, like make a little staircase and
This makes me lose hope for their future computers. If this is what originally came out, I'd be like, I'm not getting that
I guess it would be user-friendly because it's like basic, but if you were to go from Macs today and then go back to this, it would be so hard.
Now we're gonna try to go online.
There was internet?
At this point, Apple had not released Safari yet, so all their machines came with a different browser. The browser is currently on the desktop. Can you find it?
I'm guessing it's gonna have to be somewhere down here, because none of these icons look like, unless Sherlock 2 will lead me to it.
Is it this one? Netscape Communicator?
All the other ones look very familiar to me, and that's the only one that doesn't.
So it's actually Netscape Communicator. So that was the big browser back then. It doesn't work on this computer. We're gonna use a different one. But have you heard of Netscape before?
I ain't even heard of this before.
Not at all. Well, literally, I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it, but from looking at all of these, that seems like the main one that you would use for the internet.
So the application actually doesn't work on this machine. So you can go ahead and open the Internet Explorer.
Ugh, I used to use Internet Explorer.
Oh, what the heck? Jeez, could you make it more complicated?
Ooh, look at that. The worst browser in history.
It's pretty easy to understand compared to computers nowadays, just because they literally say what each button does. Like with Apple computers nowadays, with like MacBook Pros and all that stuff, you just have to know.
So we actually can't connect to the internet since this computer has no Wi-Fi.
Shook. Couldn't tell.
Back then, it'd probably be very frustrating not having Wi-Fi.
How important is Wi-Fi to your day-to-day?
It's super important. Like, it's crazy realizing how much we rely on technology.
It's pretty important. You know, that's what you need to like go on Instagram and go on, like Snapchat.
I tried to go without my phone for a couple days and it wasn't even that I couldn't, but like the amount of things that I use it for like in school and like with my parents and stuff like that, like you actually can't not use it.
To think that like, if you wanted to connect to this thing, you had to really go out of your way to find somewhere to plug it in, you know? To think that you might have to do that with your phone, find a plug-in to connect it, you know, too, it's crazy.
So now we're gonna have you open the application called Sherlock.
I thought the computer was supposed to be fun. I don't want to open anything else. Like, are we done with this?
So this was also another defining feature of this. It's named after Sherlock Holmes. The software was used to search files, but it also enabled users to kind of search online, but it will group multiple sources together. So you can only, like, you'll search one thing, but it'll search through all those sources that you see there in the box.
So like a big old database.
It's like Google, but like OG.
Can we go shopping? Amazon? They had Amazon back then?
Barnes and Noble. Oh, yes. Yes, I want a comic book.
That's pretty smart for this computer. Like the fact that this is able to do that much, I feel like a lot of people nowadays will probably underestimate this.
So now we've surfed the web and checked out the computer a little bit. You can go ahead and safely turn off the iMac now. You don't do it like that. You don't turn it off the same way you turn it on. So let's see if you can figure it out, if you know how. Let's give it a shot.
So it's not that button? Apple, maybe? No?
Apple system profiler? No. Nope, that's not right.
File, edit, window, desktop.
Oh, the little rainbow thing. Why is it so complicated?
All right, let's try this toolbar. This is hard.
Hang on. I can do this. Oh, got it. Okay, shut down.
All right, so to turn off the computer, you have to go towards the bar up there. You see where it says special?
Oh gosh, dang it! That was close.
Special. It's special to turn off your computer?
I knew it was gonna make a sound. It doesn't even shut off quietly. It came on like it was rumbling and it went off like it was about to die.
It wasn't as archaic as I thought it would be. It had pretty much a lot of the same features, just slower, more complex, boring versions of them.
It's kind of hard, I feel like, to push forward so much, you know? Apple has already done a lot for in the tech area. Apple really opened up those doors for all these other companies to do that, you know? No one would have thought to, you know, kind of make something so retro looking, so cool, and then do something else with it. I feel like it probably would have came later on if it hadn't been for a company like Apple.
Thank you for watching this episode of Teens React, and shout out to Dustin Turner.
Subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. And shout out to Jacob Carlson.
See you guys.
Hi guys, JC here, producer at FBE. Thanks so much for watching this episode of Teens React. Make sure to check out FBE2 for daily vlogs about The Office, podcasts, update shows, and so much more. Don't forget to check it out. Bye guys.